Hey YouTube, Doug Wallman. Today we're going to do an unboxing of a book, Red Bird by Mary Oliver, Poems. Red Bird, Poems by Mary Oliver, winner of the, I won't say that, prize in the National Book Award. Yeah. This looks like a good one. Summer Story. So, I actually do have some video footage from this summer of a hummingbird on my balcony deck, and maybe even the summer prior to that. I believe it was the summer prior to that. I also have some footage. So we may include footage from one or both of those clips. Summer Story. When the hummingbird sinks its face into the trumpet vine, into the funnels of the blossoms, and the tongue leaps out and throbs, I am scorched to realize once again how many small, available things are in this world that aren't pieces of gold or power, that nobody owns or could even for a hillside of money that just float about the world, or drift over the fields, or into the gardens, and into the tents of the vines. And now here I am, spending my time, as the saying goes, watching until the watching turns into feeling, so that I feel I am myself, a small bird with a terrible hunger, with a thin beak probing and dipping, and a heart that races so fast it is only a heartbeat ahead of breaking. And I am the hunger and the assuagement, and also I am the leaves and the blossoms, and like them, I am full of delight and shaking. I'm going to read from page 76. What is the greatest gift? What is the greatest gift? Could it be the world itself, the oceans, the meadowlark, the patience of the trees and the wind? Could it be love with its sweet clamor of passion? Something else entirely holds me in thrall. That you have a life that I wonder about more than I wonder about my own. That you have a life courteous, intelligent, that I wonder about more than I wonder about my own. That you have a soul, your own, no one else's, that I wonder about more than I wonder about my own. So that I find my soul clapping its hands for yours more than my own. And I think I'm going to read from page 4. Begins on page 4 through page 5. Maker of all things. Maker of all things. Even healings. All night, under the pines, the fox moves through the darkness with a mouthful of teeth and a reputation for death, which it deserves. In the spicy villages of the mice he is famous. His nose in the grass is like an earthquake. His feet on the path is a message so absolute that the mouse, hearing it, makes himself as small as he can. As he sits silent or trembling, goes on hunting among the grasses for the ripe seeds. Maker of all things, including appetite, including stealth, including the fear that makes all of us, sometime or other, flee for the sake of our small and precious lives. Let me abide in your shadow. Let me hold on to your edge. Let me hold on to the edge of your robe as you determine what you must let be lost and what will be saved. I'm going to read Of Love from page 65. Of love. I have been in love more times than one. Thank the Lord. Sometimes it was lasting, whether active or not. Sometimes it was all but ephemeral. Maybe only an afternoon, but not less real for that. They stay in my mind, these beautiful people, or anyway, people beautiful to me, of which there are so many. You, and you, and you, whom I had the fortune to meet, or maybe missed. Love, love, love. It was the core of my life, from which, of course, comes the word for the heart. And oh, have I mentioned that some of them were men and some were women and some now carry my revelation with you, were trees, or places, or music flying above the names of their makers, or clouds, or the sun, which was the first and the best, the most loyal for certain, who looked so faithfully into my eyes every morning. So I imagine such love of the world, its fervency, its shining, its innocence and hunger to give of itself. I imagine this is how it began. From page 62. When I cried for help. Where are you, angel of mercy? Outside in the dusk among the flowers, leaning against the window or the door, or waiting half asleep in the spare room. I'm here, said the angel of mercy. I'm everywhere. In the garden, in the house, and everywhere else on earth. So much asking, so much to do. Hurry, I need you. And of course, we'll read Redbird, because this is the book, after all, Redbird. And it's on page 1, Redbird. Redbird came all winter, firing up the landscape as nothing else could. Of course, I love the sparrows, those dun-colored darlings, so hungry and so many. I am a God-fearing feeder of birds. I know he has many children, not all of them bold in spirit. Still, for whatever reason, perhaps because the winter is so long and the sky so black blue, or perhaps because the heart narrows as often as it opens, I am grateful that Redbird comes all winter firing up the landscape as nothing else can do. Maybe one more poem and then we'll call it quits. This one is on page 51, Both Worlds. Both worlds. Forever busy, it seems, with words. Finally, I put the pen down and crumple most of the sheets and leave one or two, sometimes a few, for the next morning. Day after day, year after year, it has gone on this way. I rise from the chair, I put on my jacket and leave the house for that other world. The first one, the holy one, where the trees say nothing, the toad says nothing, the dirt says nothing, and yet what has always happened keeps happening. The trees flourish, the toad leaps, and out of the silent dirt the blood-red roses rise. All right. Well, I believe that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And listen to my other videos that pertain to poetry. I will put them all in a poetry playlist, and I do believe they will begin to grow and form a life of their own as I continue reading poetry. Thanks for watching.